Hello everyone. Going to cut up some peppers to go with breakfast this morning. And I like a variety. You get all kinds of different tastes. This is a sweet mama, which is basically a bell pepper that's bigger. Here's a regular bell pepper. Had a branch break on a banana pepper, so here's a couple of small banana peppers. And then we all know the hot jalapenos. So we're going to cut these up for breakfast. We're going to start with a nice big slice. Cut all these up. Sweet mamas have the seed cavity. You get some seeds all the way down, which is not a favorite of mine, but you get such a huge pepper that you put up with it. You see a couple of slices there. We're in pretty good shape. Slice these into little easier pieces to work with. Then cut them into reasonable pieces. Now, you probably wouldn't want to eat this many peppers for breakfast, but I'm probably going to end up saying, wow, I'm holding back. So we're on to the next pepper. These are all out of the garden. So, I used to worry about getting every single little seed, and it's like, why bother? The seeds are not going to hurt anybody. There's two. The peppers give you the meat. Now the little banana peppers have less meat, but they're very nice and sweet, even when they're small ones like this. And we have the jalapeno. Jalapeno full strength is really a little hotter than I like. I'm not that good at the heat. So I'll cut around it. See how nicely that went? Now you got all the nice, here's the damaging part. So this will have a lot of great jalapeno flavor and some of the heat, but it won't overpower it. After all, this is only breakfast. So when you grow it in the garden, you can have all the peppers you want because you grow your own. So that's going to be my pile, and believe it or not, that's what I'm going to have with breakfast this morning. So we'll move on to the cooking stage. Alright, now we have our peppers, and I've gotten a little piece of sausage. It has no MSG, no nitrates. It's an uncured little sausage we get at the farmer's market. And I'm going to cut it into some little pieces to mix in with the peppers just to give us some flavoring. It's a very small piece, so we'll mix it around. I put the peppers in the microwave because I want to get them started heated up and cooking a little bit. And add some olive oil over here. This is for breakfast and I've got limited time. So we'll get this going and get it heating up. So if you work in cast iron or small skillets, amazingly you probably use one of these really big spatulas, because it seems like it makes sense. It'll pick the egg up or whatever. The truth is, get one of these little tiny ones. See how small it is? Little tiny one. It's amazing how you can maneuver things inside of a small pan with a small spatula, and it'll flip eggs or whatever you want it to do. So we got this heating up here a little bit, and got our peppers ready, and things are heating up here in the pan, so we're going to go in with the peppers and the sausages. They're going to take a few minutes to cook, And it really won't be this many because they cook down pretty good. As these cook, I probably should have put in a little bit more olive oil. I'll add some more olive oil. A little bit of salt. And some freshly ground pepper. These will probably take about another 5 or 6 minutes to cook down, so we'll come back when we get that. As the peppers are cooking down, you want to stir them. Keep flipping them around because they will burn on one side. You want to keep flipping them around. And they're starting to get pretty tasty. Cast iron pan, spatula silicone. Okay, these are starting to cook down, show some brown. They're starting to look really nice. So, add a little butter to the mix and be ready for the egg. And time for an egg. Alright, you saw it. Sealed up egg, double yolk. And a single yolk. Wow. These are organic free-range eggs. Peppers are a remarkable food. It's good for your digestion. Supposedly they have compounds that are good to fighting off any cancer cells. It's good for your heart. Even a medium-sized pepper has got more than an entire day's supply of vitamin C. Got some vitamin A. Has some sugar, which makes them sweet, but it's also a pretty good source of fiber. So the ratio on the sugar and the fiber makes it not particularly a high sugar item. So this breakfast there's my peppers for tomorrow, and I get no points for presentation, I'll grant you, but there's my egg and peppers with a little sausage breakfast. This is going to be better than you can imagine. You ought to give it a try. Bell peppers are good for you. And I've got the peppers all ready to go for tomorrow. So, thank you for watching. And for those of you wondering on the cast iron pan, this is an easy cleanup. It'll just wipe out with a paper towel. Maybe have a spot or two to hit with a little Scotch-Brite, and then dry it out, and then put a little coconut oil on it to keep it nicely sealed up. Cast iron is not nearly as hard to work with as you've been led to believe, and your food does taste a lot better.